There's something inherently glorious about the day after a Broncos win. The sun shines a little brighter. The sky is just a little bit bluer. Everyone's in a great mood. And you are live with the number one podcast in the world for five whole people. Welcome to my brothers and idiot. The Miles head has returned. Jay Catler is here. Before I get to the idiot dipshit, I have one question. Is Kaprizov worth $17 million?
No, but that does mean that Cale Makar is going to be worth 21, so that sucks.
Yeah, I know. Stupid contract. Hey, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
You had a good trip to Seattle?
I did. I'm wearing my Mariners jersey. I made a bet with one of my friends that if I saw Cal Raleigh's 60th home run that I would buy a jersey, so fuck on me, I guess.
Yeah, we got the text message while we were together going, if Cal Raleigh hits his 60th, I'm going to be broke.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's a jersey bet, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Oops.
It looked like you had a good time.
It was a good time. I saw orcas, and I saw Cal Raleigh hit his 60th home run, and I saw Cal Raleigh's fat ass. It was great.
All hail the big dumper. Welcome back. Ass. Glad you're home. Idiot, how goes it?
This pie was a gift to me from a guy who likes to dress like an olive occasionally around Christmas. It is key lime pie. It is delicious. Thank you, Andrew.
I'm going to need some context.
I know who the olive is.
So I had a bartender turned supervisor turned manager who works for Gustamo Group now. You know him.
Okay.
Yeah. And one Christmas Eve, he decided to show up with a olive green shirt and a red undershirt, and he literally looked like a pimento stuffed olive. So I invented a pimento stuffed olive and put a sign on it that said, "Hi, I'm Andrew."
That's right.
So, but his pie is delicious, and I will continue to eat it while we're on the air.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your pie. Pie is good. Key lime.
Miles had hat.
That's right. We'll talk a little bit more about the donks in a minute, but first, MJ's got a game for us, so take it away.
I do have a game. We have played this game before. This is a slightly different version of it. Previously, we played a game called Formula One or Soccer Player, in which I gave you a name and you told me whether that person drove a Formula One car or played professional soccer. That was when I was starting to get into Formula One. So we are playing a new version of this game, NASCAR driver or 2026 professional hockey draftee. I'm going to give you a name, and you're going to tell me whether this person drives a NASCAR or will be drafted into a professional hockey league in 2026. Are you prepared?
No.
Yes and no.
All right. Let's start. I'll give you an easy one. Jacques Villeneuve. Do you think that person drives NASCAR, or is it?
The fuck is that easy?
I'm gonna go that Jacques Villeneuve is a hockey player.
Matt, Mark.
I'm gonna agree with him on this one.
All right. Well, you're both wrong. He's a retired NASCAR player. So here's the next one. Xavier Villeneuve. NASCAR driver or 2026 professional hockey.
I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with the bit. Hockey player.
Hockey player. Matt.
I'm gonna say NASCAR driver just because it's different.
Matt's right on that one.
Yeah,
he is hockey player.
I figured.
I mean, I can't imagine like the Villeneuve family in NASCAR can't be like the Unser family. I'm sure there's only one of them.
Yeah, he did start in Formula. He started in Formula One and moved to NASCAR. All right. Next name. Stingray Rob. What does Stingray Rob do?
That man is a NASCAR driver if I've ever heard it.
Yes.
I'm sure I'm wrong
Right.
about that.
You're not first or last.
That man is a NASCAR driver.
Yeah, that's.
Technically IndyCar, but
I
that man drives
smell.
American race.
I smell the Marlboro Reds and the
Yeah.
Bud Heavy on his breath as you said his name.
All right. Next guy, Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe drives a car.
Mark.
I'm going to say hockey player just because he was so confident about that one that I am assured that he is wrong.
Chase Briscoe does indeed drive a car.
Okay, all right, well, fair enough.
But
That is a name I have heard before.
that's fair. He's a cup winner. But what about Chase Reed?
Boy, he sounds like he plays hockey for
Hockey
BU.
player.
You're both right. He's a hockey player. He plays for the Sioux. He doesn't play for DU.
Okay.
I was hoping to trip you guys up because I was hoping you would have heard there are a lot of chases in NASCAR. There's Chase
a ton.
Nascro. There's Chase
Yeah.
Elliott. So,
Mhm.
all right. Next person, Daxon Rudolph.
Daxon Rudolph.
Chases in racing is like Jalen's in basketball.
Yeah, kind of.
Every team has like 3 Jalen's on it. Every single fucking team has 3 Jalen's on it.
Do we have it? I don't think we have a Jalen. We don't have one.
Not on our team, no.
Wait.
But
Yes, we do. I stand corrected. Jalen Pickett.
oh,
Or
we
Jalen
sure
Strother.
do.
Jalen
Yeah,
Strother.
there's.
Yep, there is a Jalen. Never mind.
No, that's Julian Strother.
Julian
Yeah,
Strother.
Julian Strother.
Jalen
Yeah.
Pickett. Yeah,
Jalen Pickett. Yeah.
Yep.
What was the name? I'm sorry. I was.
I was gonna say that was Daxon Rudolph. What about him?
Daxon Rudolph.
Oh,
Daxon
man.
sounds like he's from Georgia. So I'm gonna go with NASCAR.
Mark.
You know what? He's going to be a hockey player.
He is indeed a hockey player.
Fair enough.
Good.
I like this game.
Good go though. All right. Bubba Wallace. What's Bubba Wallace do?
That man drives.
That man drives a car.
That man drives.
Hmm.
That's another easy one. All right. Twist. Alexa Karen. What does Alexa Karen do?
She is a WWE superstar.
No, that's Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss. She's one of my favorites.
She's funny. Alexa Karen,
Yeah.
hockey player.
Mark.
NASCAR driver.
She is a hockey player.
Hmm.
But what about Catherine Legge?
Hockey player.
Sure.
She drives NASCAR. All right.
This game's awesome.
We got 2 more. Cooper Williams.
That man drives a truck. I don't know what he does professionally, but I'll bet he owns a truck.
Maybe. I don't
I'm
have
gonna
any.
say he's an
answer.
NASCAR driver.
I'm going to say he's a hockey player, just to be contrarian. haven't
Cooper
had a
Williams
chance to
is
yet.
indeed a hockey player. I don't think. Do I have any truck drivers? Did you know that NASCAR has a truck series? I didn't.
Yes.
It's
They do.
stupid.
That
That
I
is
do.
stupid.
All right, last one. Hopefully an easy one. Lawless Allen. What does Lawless Allen do?
He's got to drive a car.
Lawless Allen.
He's a middle relief
If-
pitcher for the Cleveland Indians in the 1980s.
Yeah,
Pretty sure he
shit,
was
right?
on the
Law-
movie Major League, but never got
Lawless Allen's real name is Frederick, and he played for the Spiders in 1899.
credited.
Hockey player. Why not?
Lawless Allen is a race driver. He drives a car. All right, this has been NASCAR versus hockey. Thank you for joining me.
Good job.
That was awesome.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Broncos won convincingly. Mark, you and I were there. We saw most of
We
it,
were there.
all the
Yeah,
important bits.
that's right.
Weird ass football game, my friend.
Oh my God, it was strange. It was so weird. There were so many penalties.
I didn't put it in the fridge.
There were so many penalties in this game. It just was not good. It was not good. The refereeing was not very good in this one. Just across the board, there were lots of issues. The Bengals are not a very good football team from top to bottom. I don't think they're particularly well coached. They don't have a ton of talent. Their offensive line is one of the worst I've ever seen. They still do have two monsters on the outside, but if they don't have anybody to throw them the ball, it's going to be hard to, and if the guy can't stand up for 3 seconds to throw the ball, it's going to be really hard to get it to those monsters on the outside. And you saw that a little bit. You had Jamar Chase get a couple, and you had T. Higgins get a couple of catches, and they're going to get theirs, but neither one of them had a particularly good game. The Broncos offense was in Sean Payton's wheelhouse. There were lots and lots and lots of Sean Payton-y type plays in this one, which was fun to watch. I actually enjoy watching Sean Payton's offense when it's working really well. The problem is when it's not, he just kind of forms to what the defense is doing instead of just, submitting what he wants to do on the opponent. And so you saw that in this game where he's just like, this is what we're running. And we finally got a 100-yard rusher for the first time since fuck was that dude's name the last time in 2022 when we got one?
It was 38
Latavius Murray was our last.
Yep.
That was our last 100-yard rusher. We finally got one. So congratulations.
Who I believe
to
also
JK.
is a former Raven. So there's that dot to connect.
Interesting. Latavius Murray played for like 15 teams.
He played a lot of places. Yeah.
Maybe not 15, but quite a few. Defense looked pretty good. The first drive, they scared me because they just let them just drive kind of right down the field. And I was like, okay. But then they got into the red zone and I turned and looked at Milty and I was like, they're just going to give up 3. That's what they do is Vance Joseph's defense. When they get on their heels, they always buckle down in the red zone. They're sometimes get torched between the 20s. Especially the first drive of the game for some reason. And then the Broncos offense played kind of decently. We still had a couple of 3-and-outs. But you see the formation of something starting. I'm not sure. I think that there's a conspiracy theory against Evan Ingram. That man was running wide open all over the field, and Bo just didn't seem to spot him. It's almost like Cortland Sutton a couple weeks ago where Court was wide open, like literally 3 or 4 times, and Bo just didn't see him. I get that they're trying to check the ball down because the Bengals just sat in basically cover 2, and so they just kept everything underneath. And so that's the way you play. But Evan Ingram was wide open on several plays. I'm like, what are you waiting to throw the ball for? Give that big fucking guy that you gave a bunch of money to. You didn't, Bo, but somebody did. Give him the ball early and let him make a play. There was one catch where he stepped out, and I'll put that one squarely on Bo Nix because he should have thrown the ball at least a second earlier to him. And then, he's turning up the field and making a play with it instead of trying to stay in bounds with the ball. Bo is a little hesitant. He's not as quick and sharp, but I think that'll change. I did like the way the offense looked. The running game was spectacular. Finally, we saw some good running game. J.K. Dobbins looked good. You saw flashes from R.J. Harvey on the outside. It seems like they've got a pretty good 1-2 punch. R.J. Harvey goes on the outside and takes pass. And then he got Tyler Bidet. And every time he's in there, they're throwing the ball or they're doing something goofy. And the same thing with Sherfield. Anytime Sherfield was in the play, I was like, that man is going to block for somebody and it's going to be down the field. He wasn't going to get the ball thrown his way, but he's a big guy who can take up a linebacker or a safety and then free up some yards down the field. You saw a lot of that in this game. It was fun to watch. The Broncos played well. The weather was great. I thought it was going to be bad. The rain blew over just as the game started. It was gorgeous. We had puppies versus babies at halftime, which was phenomenal. Really enjoyed the halftime entertainment there. Trying to think of what else. Jake Browning, not a good quarterback. Not very good. Not a very good quarterback. So, other than that, yeah, I mean, it was a really, really entertaining football game to watch. 28-3 is what you wanted to see. Lots of angry fans leaving because they wanted to see an actual bloodbath of like 56-0. But you held the team to 3 points. That's pretty good. I don't care who they are. In the NFL, anybody can score points, and you held them to 3. I think that's pretty damn good, especially after the last couple of performances defense has had. It's nice to see them, just put the hammer down and just grind it down and just basically put them to a hold, especially when you're not getting turnovers. And, Cincinnati, for all their faults, played a clean game as far as turnovers are concerned. Now, they did have a lot of penalties, but so did the Broncos in this one. One of the Broncos' offensive linemen, number 60, had, what did we count, 5 penalties? 4 penalties? Yeah, and they were all monsters, too. Like, 2 of them were back-to-back.
4 of the 7 penalties called against Denver were against Luke Wattenberg.
And 2 of them were in back-to-back plays.
Yeah.
Like literally back-to-back snaps. And so that's got to get cleaned up a little bit. But other than that, I really enjoyed this game, and it's good to see the Broncos rolling when they're supposed to.
MJ, your thoughts?
I was going to say something and I forgot already. The center guy, number 60, Wattenberg. Yes. The announcers were so sick of his shit that when they were like, I can't believe he just got another fucking penalty. Jesus Christ, Joe Buck.
We were doing the same thing in the stadium.
So were we. We're like, what are we doing?
Like, what the fuck, man? Come on.
They were also just getting real sick of everything because there were a lot of penalties. And they were like, oh, Jesus, like, fuck's sake. At one point, they were like, I don't know if you have to call that. I wouldn't have called it. Okay. But otherwise, it was a fun game to watch. I only watched some of it. I was watching other stuff on the side. But it was a good time. I enjoyed it, and we won, and that's what matters.
Yeah.
Correct. I am going to challenge, Mark, one of your points. The incompletion to Evan Ingram is squarely on Evan Ingram. It almost looked like he tried to stretch that foot out of bounds instead of just drag it. That's not a play an 11-year vet should make. Yes, body position was an issue, but what's he doing throwing that right leg as far back as he did as opposed to just kind of letting it fall and dragging the foot? Yeah, Wattenberg struggled, but the rest of the offensive line was really good. I thought Bo, and we talked about this last week, MJ, while you were gone, but Bo has looked a little bit frantic, and his fundamentals, especially from the waist down, haven't been great. And I thought his feet looked good. I thought his fundamentals were good. He had a couple of long passes that were really, really nicely thrown. One of them just a tragic drop by Franklin. But he hit him right where he should have hit him, and he should have caught the ball. We did not see the classic Bo Nix overthrow. Running game was outstanding. The first drive, and this happens a lot in the NFL. You get your script, right? You get your first 10 plays. You know what's going to work. And you could tell that the Bengals were just going to throw at Riley Moss 100% every single time. And I am sick and tired of some of the narrative that's out there that Riley Moss is not a good corner. The Bengals on passing and their passing game, Jamar Chase had 5 catches for 23 yards.
Mm-hmm.
T. Higgins had 3 catches for 32.
Mm-hmm.
Pat's not covering him the entire time on both sides. Their other leading receiver was Chase Brown, who had 3 catches. So Riley Moss is a fine player. As a matter of fact, that one catch early in the game, Riley was in perfect position. It was just a perfect ball. It was the best ball that Jake Browning threw the entire game. Outside shoulder, nothing that Riley could have done about it.
No.
They were bound and determined to throw at him every time, and then he stepped up and played a really, really good game. A couple of weird times where Singleton was covering Jamar over the middle. We called that out in the stands. We're like, that's odd. I mean, it's the zone, so I guess, if he's running the drag, he's running the drag. But the defense looked outstanding. You give up 3 points in the first drive and nothing thereafter. The most entertainment we had was the dude that was sitting in front of us with his 6-leg $47,000 parlay, and we were trying to cheer it on. And if I have it right, and I'll ask him the next time we see him, but if I have it right, I think he just missed by Bo Nix rushing yards. Because I know he needed Bo Nix over 20, and Bo had 7. But I
Hmm.
think he had everything else because one of the things he was missing was an RJ touchdown. He got that in the fourth quarter. I think he got everything else. I missed by the I had Jake to throw over half an interception. I just
Yeah.
needed him to throw one. Didn't throw a single one.
Right.
Like, what are we doing here? We should be picking this guy up all over the field, but whatever. It's $5. It wasn't the $250 the guy in front of us had riding on it.
Yeah.
47 grand. That would have been nice. We were cheering for him. It was a good time. But Mark, I think you're spot on. It was Sean in his wheelhouse and not in his bag. It was not a basic game plan, and it wasn't a vanilla game plan, but I don't think there was a whole lot of bells and whistles. A couple of odd plays, with some outside screens and Bidet. He called out Sherfield, made a great block on an outside screen that sprung. I think it sprung Marvin for the touchdown. Great play calling. Vance did a great job, and I'm really looking forward. Next week's a big game, man, and we'll talk more about that here in a minute. But that could be a hell of a lot of fun because we all know Shawnee gets one a year that he's not supposed to, and I like this one. I do.
Could be it.
This could be it. So, go Broncos, 2-2. We get one tough one, then the schedule gets a little bit easier. So,
I mean, a little bit though, not much, but a little
it gets a little bit easier. I mean, you get the Giants, you get the Cowboys.
Cowboys who put up 40 every other week.
Can't play defense. They're coming here. They never win here.
Broncos
Vic
haven't put up 40 on
Fangio
anybody.
beat the Cowboys when they were good in this building. So I'm not worried about Dallas. Not at all. Fuck those guys. Javonte Williams, whatever. All right, let's move on to Pew Pick'em. Mark, it's your show.
Is it? Should we talk about how we're doing for the year since I finally caught up the scoring?
Yes, let's.
Okay. So the first 2 weeks went Michaela's way, both. MJ week 1, 9.5 to 9. Week 2, Matt, you had 9 again. MJ had 11. Week 3, not a good week for MJ. I think she was just being contrarian a lot. But it was 10.5 points for Matt to 5.5 points for Michaela. So not a great week in week 3. And week 4, we had 10 points for Matt and 9.5 for Michaela. So right now, the yearly summation is 38.5 points for Matt and 35.5 points for MJ is the score so far in the Pew Pick'em scoring. So there. What do you think about that, guys?
Pew, 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 pew,
It's
pew.
closer than it usually is. So for that, I'm thankful.
Yes. The scoring is going much better than it has the last couple of years. So let's carry on to the next round of games. Shout out to the Duchess for filling in the spreadsheet for me again. I appreciate that she does that. She does it so fast, too. She's so quick with it. It's nice. Let's talk about the Thursday night game. And this one is a divisional opponent. The 49ers are going down to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. We're talking about the 49ers and Rams in Los Angeles. The Rams are favored by 6.5 in this game. The over-under is 47. Duchess likes the Rams in this one. What do you think, Matt?
Jacksonville exposed the San Francisco run defense last week with putting up 151 yards, and Kyron Williams is a better running back than Travis Etienne is. Rams are rolling. They're coming off a big win against Indy. I like the Rams to cover, and I'm taking the under.
MJ.
The Rams are good, and the Niners are broken. Give me the Rams and the over, and sure, the cover.
All right. Let's go back to Sundays. That's when football should be happening, and this game should not be happening, but it's going to be happening. It's the Vikings and the Browns in Cleveland. Browns are a weird team, man. Oh, my God, they're a weird team. So are the Vikings, honestly. This game is the lowest spread of the week I thought it would be. The Browns are home dogs by 3.5 in this one. The total for this one is 36.5 points per game. Not very, very much on there. MJ, what do you think about the Vikings and Browns?
The Browns defense is good. The Vikings exist, but the Browns are the Browns. So give me the Vikings and the over and the Vikings.
Okay, Matt.
Yeah, the Browns have a really good defense. I think they got their signature win already, beating Green Bay a couple of weeks ago. But let's just be honest. With the exception of Quinshon Judkins, the rest of that offense is objectively trash. They could score some. Like I said, they have a good defense, but KO in Minnesota is a really good coach. Give me the Vikes to cover, and I'll take the over.
Duchess picks against you guys. She picks the Browns. Let's carry on to the next game. This one is in New York City. New York City. This is the Jets. This is the Cowboys that we talked about already a little bit. The Jets are dogs at home by 2.5 points. 47.5 is the over-under in this game. Matt, what do you think about the Cowboys and Jets?
If you look at the final score of the Dallas Green Bay game, you might actually think that game was entertaining. I've got news for you. I watched that game. It was hot garbage. Just a poorly played football game that happened to have a lot of scoring. The Jets aren't any good. Neither is Dallas. Give me the Jets to win at home. I'll take the under, and the field is going to claim another victim. That's the worst field in the league.
Okay, Michaela.
I'm gonna say that both of these teams are trash, but I think the Cowboys are slightly superior trash, and I'm gonna say the over. And I don't know how to do cover. I'll just say cover every once in a while and hope that it works.
Matt, the Duchess picked with you with the Jets on that one. So let's carry on to the next game. We're looking at the Vikings. Oh, God. Do we have to talk about this one?
Yes.
This one's the Giants. This one's the Saints. This one's in New Orleans. This one's garbage. This is a 2-point spread in favor of the Saints, which are the home team, which also means the Giants are not very good. 41 is the over-under in this game. The Duchess has picked the Giants in this one. MJ, what do you think?
I think that this game sucks. Super hard. Super very
Uh-huh.
hard. I don't like the Sexy Sack Saints though, and I like Cam Scatterboo. So give me the Giants. Give me the over by a lot.
Mark, are you ready for the line? Are you ready for the line? Are you ready? Are you ready for the line? I gave this to you as a gift yesterday.
Go ahead.
The Saints showed some heart against Buffalo, but they're still a bad football team. They don't have any answers at quarterback. Spencer Rattler is a third stringer at best on most teams. But the Giants have the world's favorite crayon eater who's out here trying to prove that CTE is contagious. This game is going to last about an hour and a half because it's going to be all running all the time. The Giants will win. They'll cover, and I will take the under all day.
All right. And the Duchess is with you guys on that, picking the Giants. Let's talk about the Raiders and Colts because we have to. It's part of the bit. We cover every game. This is the Raiders going to Indianapolis, who is favored by 7 at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. 48 is the over-under in this one. Matt, what do you think?
The Raiders are bad, but I think they finally have unlocked Ashton, and it might have something to do with the fact, and I don't know if you saw this, but before the season started, they were working with Ashton Genty to not stand straight up, and he wasn't very good for 3 weeks. Well, in this last game, in formation, he is now standing straight up, and guess what? He scored 3 times. He is the only thing they have going on. I'd still say that Brock Bowers is Borkin. They're just not talking about it. Gino's going to throw some picks. Give me the Colts, and I will take the under.
Are you taking the 7 points?
Yes.
Michaela.
This game sucks too. There's a lot of bad games this week.
Yeah, this isn't a great week.
Yikes. Fuck it. Raiders under no cover.
Well, if the Raiders win, they cover.
I don't shut up. I don't know how game work.
If an underdog wins, then they automatically cover.
Okay, listen, the Raiders and they win by more than 7. Fuck you.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
That's
Put that
okay. I
down.
need to write that down
That's
Yeah.
what the number is.
with the under too. That's
That's what the number is.
Yeah, it's Colts by 7.
Colts by 7. They are favored to win. Fair enough. I'll take that all day. All right. Let's talk about another bad game, shall we? This one is the Dolphins and Panthers in Carolina. Oh, Carolina. The spread in this one favors the Dolphins on the road by 1.5. 44 is the over-under in this one. The Duchess has picked the Dolphins. Fuck you, Dolphin. Fuck you, Whale. What do you think, MJ?
I think that if my narrative is to continue, that I need the Panthers to win. So here's hoping Bryce Young can figure his shit out and smack the Dolphins and hit the over, please. All by themselves.
Hitting the over by themselves. Okay, Matt.
This Dolphins offense is going to be in big trouble the rest of the year because they now no longer have the ability to take the top off of the defense. I don't know if you saw the picture of what Tyreek Hill's leg looked like, but dislocated with several ligaments torn. That man may be done for good. Panthers are actually decent at home. Look for the Panthers to win this game. I'll take the under, and by midway through the fourth quarter, Xavier Legette is going to be serving raccoon to his teammates on the sideline.
In what form?
Grilled, of course.
Now you gotta fry it. You gotta dunk it in fish fry. Come on. You can tell I've been watching a lot of NASCAR. It's very problematic, actually.
I can tell. Yeah, it is problematic.
As long as one of those cards things that you have up there isn't covered with the stars and bars on our next podcast, we're going to be okay.
The stars and bars. What is that?
Oh,
That's the Confederate flag.
Oh, no, I'm not stupid. I am, but not like that. Use your brain, please.
We're idiots. We're not stupid.
Yeah, we're idiots. We're not stupid.
All right. Next game on the docket is another. I don't know. This game could be fun if it was 2 years ago. The Texans and Ravens are playing in Baltimore. The Ravens are underdogs at home in this one? Question mark.
that can be right.
Did I fuck up again?
Well, I'll tell you in
No?
a second. The link is right here. I will tell you in a second. This is thrilling.
This is outstanding radio.
Yeah, no, this is great. Yeah, the Ravens are a 1.5 underdog at home.
I see.
And the line's already moved a point since this has been.
Yeah.
We
see.
did this 4 hours ago, and the line's already moved a point on BetMGM. So
Okay.
early line has it at 1.5. We had it at a 2.5 earlier, but that's fine. It's fine. My cursor is stuck. Stop it. Okay. So the Ravens are home dogs apparently against the Texans by 1.5. The over/under in this one is 40.5. Matt, what do you think about the Ravens and Texans?
The Ravens are in trouble. The biggest question, one, is Lamar okay? Hamstrings tend to linger. Second question is, can Derrick Henry hold on to the football? Because that's been an issue. Good news for the Ravens is that Houston is bad this year, and their quarterback's not playing great, even though he had a good game last week. Ravens defense is absolutely gutted by injuries. However, home dog, baby. Give me the Ravens, and we'll take the over in this one.
MJ.
Yeah, ditto that. I believe in the Ravens far more than I believe in CJ Stroud. Holy
I
shit.
believe in the Ravens. Clap, clap. Joe Hendry reference.
Yeah.
Over under, Michaela. Do you want to put on anything on that one?
Over.
Over. Over. Sounds good to me. All right, let's talk about the Titans. Let's talk about the Cardinals. This one's happening in the desert in Arizona. Not the biggest spread of the week, but the biggest home spread of the week in favor of the Cardinals is 8 points. The Titans are not a good team. This is a 41.5 point spread. MJ, what do you think about the wee one and the Titans?
I think the wee one is good, and I think the Titans are ass. So give me the wee one, and give me the over, and give me the cover.
Sounds good to me, Matt.
In the immortal words of Cam Ward, the starting quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, in his post game on Sunday, if we're keeping it 100, we act. When your starting quarterback 4 games in to his career, let alone the season, is calling out by position every single position group in a post game, there is real trouble brewing in Nashville. Brian Callahan may have supplanted Daboll as having the hottest seat in the league. This is not going well. We talked about that a little bit last week. Cards are going to win easy. I will take the under, though. I just don't think that the Titans can score enough to even get this close enough to that number.
In that same press conference with Cam Ward, where he said, I'm not going to lie to you, 100% we're ass or whatever. He was asked, I don't know if it was before that question or after, but it was around the same time. One of the reporters asked him, what do you think about your play? And he just said, ass.
Yeah, he pointed the finger at himself too, but he was like the offensive line, the defensive line, special teams. I mean, he just went on a roll. I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Oh, he torched everybody. He torched everybody. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's not going well in Nashville. Nissan Stadium might explode.
Yeah. Let's talk about a fun game, shall we? This one's kind of fun. This is the Bucs and the Seahawks. This one's in Seattle. The home team is favored by 3.5. The Seahawks at home, taking on Baker Mayfield, who is trash, apparently still. 44.5 is the over/under in this game. Matt, what do you think about the Bucs and Seahawks?
I never am a fan, or do I bet East Coast teams traveling to the West Coast. And this is about as far as you can get going from coast to coast. You're going from the mid Pacific or mid Gulf in Florida all the way up to the goddamn Pacific Northwest. Hawks can play some defense. The Seattle's head coach McDonald's a really good defensive coach. And the Tampa Bay wide receiver core is still busted up. I don't know if we're going to see Mike Evans in this game. Godwin still doesn't look great, and there's not enough for Emeka Egbuka to really shake loose. The leading receiver and rusher last week for Tampa was Bucky. Not sustainable to have your starting running back do that. Give me the Hawks to cover. I will take the under.
MJ.
Unless the entire Browns franchise is on the sideline for the Seahawks, I think the Bucs are not going to do very well. That's a joke because they always, every time Baker Mayfield does something good, they're like, oh, well, this fucking random guy from when he was on the Browns, he plays for that team now, so he's getting revenge. It was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever you say. But also, yes, birds, go birds, go birds,
go
cover.
birds,
cover, over, yes.
Okie dokie. Let's talk about the biggest spread of the week, shall we?
God.
This is a home dog. The Cincinnati Bengals are welcoming in the Detroit Lions. The Bengals at home are not favored in this one because they are not good. They are 10.5-point underdogs in this game. The spread in this one is tied for the highest of the week at 49.5. The Bengals and Lions in Cincinnati. What do you think, MJ?
I think that Dan Campbell will eat Jake Browning physically.
There it is.
Physically.
Also, I want the over. And I want the cover. If that cover works here or not, physically.
It does.
No, it does. It does. Physically.
Good. Physically.
Matt?
Jesus Christ, the Bungles are just bad.
Physically.
If Denver in a above average offensive effort can score 28, the Lions may score 11 million in this game. They are physically might cover the over on their own. Give me Lions cover over, please.
Physically.
Let's talk about the Commanders. Let's talk about the Chargers. This one's happening in LA. This is Washington going West Coast, as we talked about previously, to go take on the Chargers, who are coming off of a really terrible loss. Chargers are favored at home by 3. Over under in this game is 48 points. What do you think, Matt?
I think the question here is, did the Chargers get exposed in their game against the Giants, and did they come crashing down to earth a little bit? However, this game is in Los Angeles, and again, it's a East Coast team traveling to the West Coast, pretty long distance. Dan Quinn's a defensive mastermind. Dude really knows how to coach defense. The key here is Jaden Daniels going to play, and that's still up in the air. I hate to have to be pinned down to making a decision right now, but I'm going to go with Jaden's playing. It might be wishful thinking. Give me Washington and the under in this one.
MJ.
I like the Chargers better. Give me the Chargers. Give me under. Yes.
MJ, the Duchess agrees with you. The Chargers winning for her as well. Let's talk about the Patriots and Bills, because we have to. This is a division game. This one's in Buffalo. They will be breaking tables and doing all the things that they do in Buffalo today. The Patriots are not doing terribly, but the Bills are the Bills. This one is also tied. The other one that's 49.5 points for your over-under. Bills favored by a tutty 0.5 in this one. MJ, what do you think about the Bills and the Patriots?
I think the Bills smack the Patriots very hard, and I think they get the over.
Matt.
I think they get the cover.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. A few years ago, this would have been a good game. I can't see a Drake May-led offense scoring 35 points against this defense, and Buffalo is far too good to allow the Patriots to get loose in the return game like they did last week. Give me the Bills cover and under.
MJ. The Duchess agrees with you guys as well. Bills. Did you say take the under?
I said under. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Let's talk about what's going on in Jacksonville this week. This is where the Chiefs are going. They're heading down to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. This one's happening on Monday night, guys. This is the Chiefs and Jags. Jaguars currently a 3.5-point home dog in this game. The total in this one is 46.5 points. Matt, what do you think about the Chiefs and Jags?
This is a sneaky good football game. And I'm glad it's on Monday night. Jacksonville's heating up, even though their second-year outstanding wide receiver, Brian Thomas, who's on one of my fantasy teams, isn't playing very well. Travis Etienne Jr.'s returned to form. He looks really good, put up a $150 last week. And they're a better statistical defense than Baltimore is. Home dog for the win, baby. Give me the Jags and give me the under. Duval.
MJ.
I would also like Duval, please. If only because I don't want the Chiefs to win. What I lost the numbers, but over under and yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
The Duchess has the Chiefs. We lost a very important person in our lives this week, so he was a massive Chiefs fan. So we will be rooting for the Chiefs on Monday night after that funeral when we're in Kansas in the area. So we will have the Chiefs on our minds at that point. But the game we care about, right? This is what Sandy's upset about that. Danny's very upset about that. The game we care about, guys, is the Broncos and Eagles. This game doesn't happen in prime time. This game happens at 11 o'clock Eastern on Sunday, which usually does not bode very well for the Broncos. But this game is the Eagles favored by 3.5 in Philadelphia, welcoming in the Broncos. The over-under in this one is 43.5 points. MJ, I'm going to start with you on this one. What do you think about the Eagles and Broncos?
Can you go start with him first?
Okay, Matt,
No.
what do you think about the Eagles and
Why do
Broncos?
I always go last on Denver? What are we doing here?
No,
don't
you
know.
go first, please. Please.
Okay.
I had it all set up to do the thing that we always do, and then MJ
Right.
was like, "This is my bit, not your bit. Pew Pew Pick'em belongs to me now. Fuck you."
Wait, okay,
Matt,
are you
you go
ready?
first.
Are you ready?
Yes,
Wait, no,
we're
hold on.
ready.
Are you ready? Do you want to
Yeah.
do you want to know what I have to think about the Eagles?
Yes.
Dick butt. Full Delulu. Here, dick butt. There you go. Full Delulu. Eagles are dick butt. Give me the Broncos by 1 million. Yes.
For those of you who don't have access to the spreadsheet that 4 people on the planet have access to, there is a dick butt on the spreadsheet that
I
appeared.
was trying, but I needed to vamp for time until I could finish drawing it.
Can't believe
I
you put
did.
a screeching halt to the Pew Pew Mojo just so you could say dick butt 4 times.
Yeah, you're
Thank
welcome.
you-
Dick
Thank you
butt.
for that.
She was
Physically.
drawing. She physically drawing dick butt on the spreadsheet. Physically, Matt,
He's going died.
save us, please.
Goodbye. Goodbye,
Dick butt.
Again, I may be full Delulu as well. However, I think this is a trap game for the Eagles. They get a division game next week. They had a big game against the Bucs last week. Don't forget that, historically over the years, Denver's not played in that 11 a.m. time slot on the East Coast, but they managed to beat the Buccaneers in the same time slot last year. Vance Joseph is going to become the first defensive coordinator to crack the tush-push code. He is going to Konami the fuck out of the vaunted Eagles. Broncos win. Give me the over.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
The Duchess picked the Eagles. Yeah,
That's okay.
just suck
She's
the
greedy.
energy out of the room.
Coward. That is
Dick
cowardly.
butt. That's what I say. Dick butt.
But-
Dick butt.
Dick butt. Pew pew
Butt.
pick 'em. Back to you, Matt.
All right, that's all we got. Final thoughts. Talk about the things. Dipshit, take it away.
Yankees lose.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The Yankees lose. That's what I want to say. Also, the Dodgers are up 8-0. So,
I saw
in case you were worried about
Yeah,
that.
Otani just went yard again.
Yeah. But more importantly, Yankees lose.
Yankees lose. That's all I got, honestly.
Yeah, continue. Move along.
Okay, that's all we got. All right.
That's all
Well,
I got. Yankees lose.
Yeah, I don't have anything pithy or witty to say. This has been a train wreck, really, since we started halfway through Pew Pew. So we're just going to pull the plug now. Make sure you check us out on all of our social channels. You can find My Brothers an Idiot on Facebook. Just go to that logo up there in the sky.
It's over
Try
here.
again.
It's over there. I overthought it. I'm like, it's next
The
to the
fucking
sign.
winning
No, it's
streak
not.
is gone,
I
bro.
know. That was 2 in a row. Oh, well. You can catch us on Facebook. Just find that logo. Check it out. Find us. Do the thing. Click the follow. You can also find us on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at The Idiot Goons. You can find Mark's Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok at Poffeltime, and my Twitch and Twitter at Poffelupagus. You can find me on TikTok at King Goon Smoke. For the absent Muty, we love you, Muty.
Muty.
For MJ and Mark, make sure you take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and take care of each other. I'm watching Dick Butt move all over the screen. This is outstanding. This has been My Brothers an Idiot.
Butt
We'll
back.
catch you next time. See ya.